I'm waiting.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Beers with the Bros podcast. We talk movies, we talk sports, we talk everything in between. Of course, as always, we're in the midst of the NFL season, so the sports talk is heavy. We're almost to the halfway point at that point, Bertie. We're excited to be here tonight to talk about another exciting week of sports, another great weekend. A lot of fun things happen. There's a lot of good stuff going on that I'm really excited about, Bertie.
Oh, we halfway there. Not yet. I'll sing that next week. So I'll just save my vocal course until then. But yeah, dude, we got a great episode because this one, once our other co-host of Beers with the Bros, Chris, gets here, which he's running a little late, but again, for what he does for a living, we give him a break on that because it is a living hell for what he has to deal with on a daily basis. But this is going to definitely be a NFL heavy driven show because a lot happened over the weekend in the NFL. A lot of close games, a lot of controversy that we need to talk about. But before we do all that, we can't do that with our boy Chris. So of course, Brad's going to be in charge of a joint fun segment, and Chris is going to do some competition. So, but I figure as we're waiting on Chris, Brad, something you showed me, or you shared with me a couple of days ago, Mark was at a WWE SmackDown event.
You don't have the video, do you?
No, I wish I had the video. I'm actually saving.
That was a last minute thing. I get it. Yeah. Okay. No, our boy, the guy that says time to play the game. Except he does it. Time to play the game. I can't do it like he does it. But you know, the guy's viral on TikTok for singing the game and all kinds of the Triple H theme song and a lot of other stuff. He's really taken off over the last 4 months or so. And last night, or I guess it was on SmackDown, would have been on Friday night, right? Yeah. He was in the stands for WWE. Mark, what's his name? His last name? Anderson, you said?
I think it's just Mark. I got him as Mark. I got him as time to play the game guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was at WWE, and WWE even posted it on their TikTok account. They showed him in the crowd. They said, "Oh, the greatest of all time is here." Oh, and Triple H, because when Triple H's music hit and he was coming out, he was getting pumped up in the stands. He was over there like, yeah, getting jacked, man. I like that guy. I think it's cool that he's getting all the attention that he is. I think it's cool that WWE is recognizing it. They giving him some spotlight. That thing had over 1 million views. I mean, he's going to take off. I mean, he's already taken off. Never mind. Disregard that. He's already off. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, man. And I had a note here because someone brought up a great point for him, and I agree with this movement. We need to create this movement right now. We got to send him to fucking WrestleMania, dude, because he already stated already that if he can get to WrestleMania, his life is complete. Let's complete his life.
See, they got to bring him in the ring, too. They got to get like one of the bad guys to
sing the national anthem.
Yeah, something like that, or just get like, like back in the day, it would have been like, JBL or something would have brought him in, gave him the clothesline or something. But whoever it is now, that's a bad guy that, could get that'd be fun. Yeah. So that'd be cool.
Hey, if Jelly Roll can choke slam 2 professional wrestlers, imagine what our boy Mark can do.
What if he gets a tag team match, say with, I don't know, some gimmicky person. I don't know a lot of the people.
The freaking referees kid with Braun Strowman at like WrestleMania 34.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly, something like that. Yeah, it could work.
Zodiac, couldn't agree. Finish this guy's story. Hey, WWE is all about finishing stories, so let's finish another one.
Yeah, dude, let this guy finish, man. Let him finish his story. He gets a chance, dude. I think they got to bring him in, man. They really have to bring him in.
No, absolutely, they have to. And I'm glad there's some people in the chat because for some reason I'm looking at our live button here and they're saying, see where people are watching. But I know you all are in the chat, so I appreciate you all. Wow, there's some technical glitches with StreamYard today, but we'll make it through. But just to say hi to everybody, we got Raymond's in the house saying, hopefully you're doing better than some of these NFL teams. Dude, I know.
Yeah.
3 teams in particular. Man. But yeah, we're going to talk about all about that. We're actually going to go one by one with the NFL games. That's what we're going to do. Who else we got? Been waiting to talk about football. How are you? We're doing good, Zodiac. We're hoping you're doing good as well. Who else we got here? We got Brooke. What's going on there, Brooke? How are you doing? And Raymond says, I'm good. Just watched Last Nightmare Part 1 finally. Dude, Raymond, tell me what you think about that, which I know we haven't really talked about movies a whole lot on this channel yet, but this is the busiest time of the year for football fans. So we want to cover as much football as possible. When the football season ends, that's when we'll talk about more movie and get involved in more movie talk and all that for all the movie fans out there. But it's a good time to promote The Last Nightmare Part 1, which is our good buddy of ours, Braden Timmons, fellow Bears fan. So I know he had a tough weekend.
Nobody's heard from him.
Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit, but I have not asked him about that one question. So because I just know the Bears are just in a rough situation. And again, we're going to get into all that. We're just waiting on our buddy Chris because we don't want to talk about any of that without him. But Brad, any promotional thoughts about Last Nightmare?
No, like we did a review on our other channel for it, Good Will Hunting, and yeah, we enjoyed the hell out of it, man. It's a fan film. If you guys aren't familiar with it, if you're new or whatever, it's a fan film. This is actually a sequel to his first film, The Haddonfield Nightmare. Which is an unofficial sequel to Halloween H2O. So this follows the H2O storyline of Halloween, and this is a sequel to that. And yeah, I mean, it was awesome. You know, we obviously we had a little bit of the team has more experience now. There's a lot more kills. There's a lot more Michael Myers in this thing. So it was really cool to see. So if you haven't checked it out yet, if you're a Halloween fan, go over there to that channel. Is it just called Braden Timmons, the channel? I can't remember
yeah, it's just Braden Timmons.
Yeah, Braden Timmons on YouTube.
If you type it on YouTube, it'll pop up immediately.
Yeah, you could also type in that or like the title of the movie, The Last Nightmare Part 1.
Gosh, speaking of fucking nightmares, Brad, we have to bring another nightmare into this group.
Nightmare.
Yeah, especially whatever kind of freaking picture you have behind you. What the hell is that?
What are we talking about?
Oh, that's Russ Cole, dude.
Like the black and white picture right there. Because it's like I'm in that music video,
no,
Take On Me.
It is. Russ Cole, dude. I love it. God dang, I got to put that on my Christmas list. Now I can't do the same one, though. That would be tacky, but I got to get something like it.
I got to find a way to get it in the frame.
Yeah,
but
that's
hey,
fantastic.
Hey, I like it like that. It just brings some mystery to it. But Chris, I'm glad you're here, folks, so I can finally, this is Halloween week. I got to pull out one of my favorite candy bars.
Ooh.
Since everybody doesn't like freaking Nestle Crunch bars for some reason, so I always got to bring them now.
You got your own big hug mug too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I got to get mine out of the office and bring it home and put it in the background for sure. That's going to be crazy.
Happy Halloween week.
Chomp down on a Crunch bar. Speaking of Halloween week, I know, Chris, if you need to get warmed up into the show, that's fine. But my joint segment tonight is actually in line with that of Halloween week because Halloween's in 2 days. I know it's kind of been Halloween theme all month for me. That's just the way I roll with all my segments. But I wanted to do another one here tonight, if you guys are okay with it.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I kept things simple tonight. I didn't do anything too crazy. I thought we'd have some fun together with a game I like to play. This is like the letter game. Okay. So we'll do a few rounds of this until we're tired of it. But Brett, you got your mouth full. Pick a letter from A to Z, any one of them. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm good now. Sorry, that was a big ass Crunch bar. I'm going to go, of course, with what the greatest letter of all time. Let's go with B.
B. All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start on Chris. We're going to work clockwise. You're going to say a horror movie that starts with B. Then I'm going to do that. And then Brett's going to do that. The first person that fucks up or repeats is going to be losing the round. And then we'll move on to another category letter. How's that sound? Does that sound pretty sexy?
Yeah.
You understand? You need an example? Because if I use an example, it's going to ruin the whole thing. Okay, cool. Brett picked B. The category is horror movies. Chris, you're up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Babadook.
Fuck, that's the one I wanted to do.
I was thinking that too because it celebrates a 10-year anniversary next month.
Bloody Christmas. Is that real? I think I fucked up the first round.
Wait a minute. I thought it was Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
Yeah, you're right. I've already fucked up, man. Let's try that again. Chris, you pick a letter, man. That backfired
All right,
big
let's
time.
go.
And Rosie, how are you doing, my dear?
What's up, Rosie?
Now you throw in the barbarian. I needed that a minute ago. I'm bad at this game, but I like it.
Let's go with the letter J.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. And I'll kick things off with, and I'm going to say this counts. Jason Lives.
Okay. Jack-o'-lantern.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers 2.
You motherfucker.
Jason Goes to Manhattan.
Jigsaw. Thank you, Zodiac. I cheated there. I don't give a fuck.
Jeepers Creepers 3.
You motherfucker. All right.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Jeepers Creepers 4.
Fuck.
Wait a second. Is that even a thing?
Reborn. Same thing.
Jennifer's Body. Ha! I can play games too. Thanks,
damn
Raymond.
Somebody toss me one over here.
I'll toss you a Haas.
You will? Jelly all over my body.
Man, I'm so glad you lost because I had nothing, dude. I had nothing.
Yeah, I kind of ran out on the spot there too.
All right, let's do. I like the category. Let's keep the category. Let's go with the letter C now. Letter C. And it's
Letter
on you,
C. Okay, letter C. Letter C. Catwoman.
What the fuck?
The one with Halle Berry is a terrifying movie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're going with Child's Play.
Oh man! All right, no more sequels.
Okay, fine.
You're done. You're cooked.
Okay. Oh my God. Cat people.
Candyman.
What's the Stephen King? Is it not Catwalkers? Catwalkers?
That's Sleepwalkers.
That's
Is there a
Sleepwalkers.
Catwalkers?
No, I don't know. Whatever. You all.
Cat's Eye.
Cat's
Eye. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
counts.
let that. Yeah, I'll count that. I'm gonna go with Child's Play 2019. It's not a sequel.
You motherfucker! First off, it's going this way. Second off, no more Child's Play. I'm going Cujo.
Oh shit, that's right.
Now it's back to Brett.
Okay, back to me. I'm gonna cheat. So thank you, Rosie. Cabin Fever.
It's not even me.
It's you now.
Oh.
Ding.
The Collector.
Oh, there you go. Cabin in the Woods.
Candyman. Oh no, you already said Candyman. Fuck, I lost.
All right.
This is harder than I would have ever anticipated.
What would be it? Or what I need to add? I need to add like a 30-second timer.
Yeah, that's a good idea. A little.
So remind me in the future to add a 30-second timer because I'm not going to use the or a minute and 30-minute the minute and 30-second timer.
Well, let's do a couple more. Let's keep doing this out. Brett, you pick another letter for me.
Yeah, real quick, Chris, do you got a competition?
Yeah, I do. Well, I've got an
Man.
idea. Yeah,
you the fucking man. All right. Let's hear my letter. Let's go all over the place here. Let's go with L for love.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Let's okay, let's go for movies again. All right, Chris, it's on you.
I had to start with the L.
Yeah.
Lisa's Dream.
Land of the Dead.
Lights Out. Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay. I was faster than Zodiac right there on that one.
Long Legs.
You motherfucker. How about man, I just thought, let the right one in. There we go.
God.
There you go. help me. The Lost Boys.
Yes. Okay, all right. You gotta delete the chat. Don't delete it.
Okay, fine. I'll get rid of my I got rid of my chat, so I can't look at my chat.
And they're gonna be looking at us. You got that point though, Chris. It's on you.
Oh, it's back to me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going deep in the archives if I go next.
Yeah, so am I right now in my brain. I'm in the memory warehouse right now. Labyrinth.
Lazarus.
I'm a leprechaun, my dear.
Oh god dang, man. You got Leprechaun? Oh man.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize you were okay. Um
Hey, Brad,
Last house
Brad,
on the left.
right here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. That's what I was gonna say. I like that one. Okay. How about Larry? Okay, I lost.
Thank God, because I didn't have anything.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick up Lake Placid. Okay, Lost Boys, La Llorona. Oh, Land of the Dead, Little Shop of the
Horse.
La
the-
Llorona.
Lords of Salem. God, this is hard to do on the
know.
fly, man. This is hard. All right, let me do one more here, Chris.
All right.
Pick me another
Okay.
letter.
Okay, you know what? Let me think about this.
Here, let me close the chat. Close the chats.
We're thinking about letters here.
Yeah, pick a
Yes.
letter.
Okay, pick a letter, any letter. T.
Okay.
Titties. I'm just
Let's
kidding.
go with yeah, we'll still go with movies here. Let's just keep doing movies.
Do it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. And I'm gonna go Terrifier here.
Trick or treat.
Son of a bitch. Can we start with no? We better skip the, right?
Yeah, it's like a help word.
Yeah, it depends on how important the is. If it's like, no, let's skip the.
Okay.
Let's skip it.
What I was thinking. I can't say the not. Yeah. Actually, there isn't even a the there. Well, I'll just fuck myself here. What about Tyler Perry's A Medea Halloween?
I count that.
That's creative. Okay. How about Torture on the West Coast? I don't know.
Trick
Man.
or treat.
I made that up. We're cooked. All right. Let's do
Tales
a quick
from the
finale.
Crib, Tales from the Hood, Terminator, Tales from the Dark Side.
Let's do one finale.
Okay.
Let's start at A. Brett, you'll be A. Chris B. Me C.
Oh,
and
ABC
C.
game. Me and my mom play this all the time, and
Let's call it
we always do the horror category. So
we'll call it the ABCs of death,
Okay.
and we'll see how far we get and who fucks it up. And
if I get to F, I automatically disqualify myself because I will not mention that letter.
You talking about the fart girls from ABC's Death?
Damn, tell me, Chris.
all right, Brett, you go first with A then.
All right, we're gonna go with A. Oh my god. Okay, of course. When it's time to go, and I'll talk all that shit. I can't think of one. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. Anaconda.
God damn it. Okay, so now I'm on B.
Yes.
Oh, Babadook.
Cabin Fever.
Oh, okay. The Dead Zone.
Yeah, there you go. E.
Okay.
E is for Chris.
Oh my god, I'm on E. Elvira.
Okay.
Final Destination.
Goosebumps.
God damn it.
So you're H.
Hellraiser. Yeah, Hellraiser.
That's gonna be I Spit on Your Grave.
It, Brad. Like, yeah, like one of the easiest letters of all time.
Hey, I still got it. Hey, it's fine. I got it.
Hey, I give you credit. So I'm J. Jeepers
Insidious.
Creepers.
What's next?
K.
Okay. Five.
got nothing.
Killer
It has
Clowns from Outer Space, dude.
Oh man, come on.
So, Brad,
Oh.
we continuing for the final, or that's just it?
No, let's just call it there, man. I think that's fine. Chris loses overall. I was going to go with, well, I was back at L, I guess. So I was
Oh,
gonna go with-
Abigail, of course. Abigail, Annabelle, Nightmare on Elm Street, which I kind of almost consider Nightmare on Elm Street like an end for some reason.
Yeah. I think you could go either way. Insidious, that's a good one, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
nice.
man, breaking news real quick. Freddie Freeman just fucking tearing up the Yankees asshole right now.
Should have been a
with the
Brave
World
still.
Series.
I know. Kills me to
Wow.
see it. I'm happy for him, though. He's a good dude. All right, Brett, Chris, what you got for our competition this week?
Okay, fellas. I hesitated to bring this one on here, but I can't deny it. I think this is just going to be. I hate when this happens.
What you mean? What
There
you
we
need?
go.
I think he hit another homer, Brooke. I just got to learn on my phone that he's just hitting home runs out of his ass.
He's a beast, man.
I know. I
Grand
miss him
slams.
in Atlanta. He was the one that helped the Braves win.
Absolutely. Came in clutch there at the end.
Holy fucking hell!
I didn't even think about the autopsy of Jane Doe earlier, Birdie.
Ooh.
Ooh. Here we go.
I'm
We got
waiting
something.
with anticipation.
Oh,
We got something.
We got something.
Okay. So what we're gonna do. All right. Held off on this as long as we could. We're gonna do a grid here. All right.
Ah, hell yeah. Okay.
Not a football grid though. We're gonna do a movie grid. Okay. Can you all
Okay.
see? No, not really.
Yes.
can?
It's just those damn ads. That's
I
all
know.
it is.
I can't. I
No,
thought a
Survey
minute ago-
Monkey. I don't dare to ask. You're hurting our feature sponsorships.
I can't get rid of them. I'm very
Oh, it's
sorry.
okay.
This
It's
site
okay.
is a fucking nightmare. But can you see it at all?
Yes.
Jason Schwartzman.
Okay.
Am I allowed to look him up real quick just to see what he looks like?
I don't even know who that motherfucker is either, Birdie.
Let's
You don't
fuck
know
is this
Jason
guy?
Golly, Jason Schwartzman.
Okay, I've seen him before, but this is not good.
Huh. He's a cousin of Nicolas Cage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, you see that X button right there?
Oh,
Okay.
this is Adrian's daughter or brother or son?
What are you talking about? I can get
for
rid
now
of this one, but
introducing now internet. There's a little X.
Tell you
Where?
share.
Now introducing internet, starting at $30. Where the now is?
Oh yeah, you want me to get rid of the bottom
Yeah.
one? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Bye-bye.
about. Oh,
Stop seeing
There
this
you-
ad.
there's another one.
No, stop seeing this ad.
There's
And,
another
uh,
one.
not-
Hey,
not
these
interested.
motherfuckers. You never
There
know
we
what's
go.
going to happen when you're live, man. Okay, get those motherfuckers out of here. Okay.
All right, anyways, let's begin with the game here. So we're just gonna have to guess a tile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who's first? Oh, Brett. Okay, rock paper
Nah,
scissors. I'm beating you
it-
this time.
Okay.
All right, you boys ready?
Yeah. Okay.
You all kill me with this. It's supposed to go rock paper scissors go.
We're going to go.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
One, rock,
Rock.
paper. God. Okay. Here we go. Let's just do it like we're in real life now. Come on. All right. Here we go.
All right.
One,
One,
two,
two,
three.
three. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors, shoot.
Shoot. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper, scissors, shoot.
shoot. Ah.
Gotcha, asshole. Okay. So
I'm on
let's
the
see
edge.
here.
Fucking seed.
All right, so released from 2010 to 2024 with Chris Pine. We're going to start off strong here. We're going to go with Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Good guess. It's a good guess. Could be either one of them.
My mouse is all fucked up.
Okay. There we go. All
There you
right.
go. All right.
6.2%. Okay, I'm cool.
Give me Rosamund Pike, 2-word title, Gone Girl.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, I don't even know who Rosamund Pike is, so let me look that up
Oh,
real
my.
quick.
Yeah.
Well,
Gotta stay fly.
I feel like one of the first things that pops up for Rosamund Pike is going to be an answer to one of these.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
I know the next one too.
oh, okay, I've seen her, but that's not good for not seeing a lot of her movies.
I'm sorry, Birdie. I really thought you would have known these.
No, that's okay. Actually, you know what? I do remember her in something. Jack Reacher. So give me Rosamund Pike, 2010 for 2024. Give me Jack Reacher.
Okay. I figured that would pop right
I
up.
don't know why. It's just when I saw a picture of her, I just for some reason remembered the.
Okay, give me Rosamund Pike, 3 or more words, Pride and Prejudice.
Okay. And Prejudice and Zombies.
Not the zombie one.
Okay.
Oh, please pick the zombie one.
Bingo.
I'm gonna go with Chris Pine.
Uh-huh.
3 or more word title. Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Any minute now. Okay.
Chris Pine, 2 more words,
Ah.
whatever. And it's gonna be, and I don't want to say this because it was in the chat, but it's also very easy. It's Star Trek.
I know. I didn't even need the chat for that one, but
Yeah, I know.
All right. Is anybody keeping track of the score? That's 1, 2.
where's 3 and 3?
3 and 3. All right. Somebody's gonna fuck up. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
I
fuck.
still
That's
have
the
no
problem. I
fucking clue
don't
who
know
this
who
guy
this
is.
fucker is.
He didn't even really look that recognizable to me. I can't think of anything that I
No.
know him in.
Not at all.
Okay. Would you like? I will offer a hint
Okay.
for
So-
the release from 2010 to 2024. Schwartzman is a frequent collaborator with Wes Anderson.
Okay.
Who the
what's
fuck is Wes Anderson?
Damn, Birdie.
I know.
What is
If
it?
this is,
What is it?
Don't worry. Brad owed me. Like, he was owed a win against me.
What is it? Whose turn is it?
That I don't know.
Okay. So what is it? 2024
No,
to
it was my
2020?
turn, but I have to forego my turn because I have no idea.
I'm sorry. 2010 and 2024. Sorry, I would have.
What's the last? He
Found
did.
somebody to
He
figure it
did
out.
Asteroid City. Was he in that one?
Let's see. He's in Asteroid
go.
City.
Let's go.
How the hell
Uh,
do you know about that movie?
It's Wes Anderson. He's one of the most prolific directors.
And that's his
Working
most
today?
recent movie. So.
Okay, for the Wes Anderson. Okay.
All right, we're all in the
Yeah,
same
I'm
boat on
gonna
these.
have to pass. I have no freaking clue.
Did he
3
also
or more word
do
title.
Grand Budapest Hotel?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Grand Budapest Hotel. That's a
Ah,
win for Brad. Well,
good
I guess
game,
you're
dude.
tied
Good
there,
game,
but
good sir.
What's a 2-word? Does anybody know the?
Licorice Pizza?
Was he in Licorice? You're fucking looking it up, dude.
No,
Yeah,
I-
what
these are
the
Wes-
hell?
I'm just throwing out
I
Wes
just
Anderson
looked
movies.
it up. Licorice
I'm just
Pizza.
throwing out Wes Anderson movies.
No, Licorice Pizza was
Is that not Wes Anderson?
that's a
Oh.
PTA. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I
I'm
get those
cheating
two
right
mixed
now.
up.
It's Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, close. Was that not
Well,
the right answer?
I thought. Let's see. Most people said, "Don't worry, darling," for that one.
Yeah,
I
that's
care a lot.
right.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. And
Saltburn,
then
yeah.
okay, yeah, Asteroid City, and the Darjeeling Limited, which is also a Wes Anderson. So all 3 of those are Wes Anderson. Yeah, so that's what he's known for.
Dude, this is a cool game. Save this on the feature list.
Okay. Maybe next time I really didn't get a chance to go through all these. I probably could have picked one that was more applicable to Halloween.
Oh, no, all
but
good.
This is the first one that popped up.
So
Okay.
I need to get Brad a win, so just to up his confidence.
Maybe you should give me a win, okay? Week in and week out, he's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I don't think I've even won one of these.
I think you won
Well,
once. I don't.
did
I need
I?
to go back and
Maybe I
look at
did
them
go
all and
once.
see where we're at.
Yeah, I
but
know. I
let's-
was like, I was gonna say, I just order as trophies for our pick'em segments. So whoever has the best pick'em record gets to hold the trophy for the entire season or the entire off season until next
So
year.
he bought trophies for himself, basically.
No, just for the NFL one. Brad still got the college one, but
Oh
so
yeah, that's
far.
right. I forgot.
I fucked up this week picking Navy, but we'll get to that later.
yeah, we'll get to
into
that here in a
I'm
minute.
not
But
excited
just to
to
let
see
y'all
that.
know, for next week, we got the joint segment's going to be me, and Brad's going to be the competition. So will Chris finally get his first win next week?
Probably
Stay
not.
tuned.
I'll give you something easy, Chris.
Of course.
I'll do Christopher
Anything
Nolan
but those-
topic.
But those connections, man.
Oh man, but dude, that's a great segment. But let's oh, I did want to tackle one thing. Chris, I'm glad you're here for it because I gotta show you this. Dwayne Wade, famous basketball player for the Miami Heat, he had a very special weekend or a special last week as they revealed his statue. Can I just tell y'all something?
Uh-huh.
What the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
is this?
I saw somebody's posted. It looks like a dude from I Am Legend, and I'm like, you know what?
It does look
Oh
like
my God.
one of the infected from I Am Legend. It is, man. They aged him so badly. Oh my god.
Now I can't unsee that.
He's growing into it, man. He's growing into it. That's what he's doing. You know,
Oh
he
my
hadn't reached that age yet, but he's got room to grow.
Oh my
But yeah, poor Dwayne Wade. He did so much for that city, bring them championships, even one without LeBron James. He did with Shaq, and this is how we just honor his legacy. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a little sad.
Oh man, but friggin' speaking, going from sad, from the Dwayne Wade statue, I got only one real thing to tackle at college football, unless if y'all got something. The only thing I got is just Texas A&M's on a roll, boys. After losing to Notre Dame week 1, they have been on a freaking tear, and they tore up LSU. So my question to you all is: Texas A&M a threat to the SEC?
I believe they are 100% going to the SEC championship unless they just completely fall off. I've been saying this for weeks. I don't know if I've said it on the show or not, but I've been telling people at work and stuff. I said their schedule is cake. If they can get past LSU, they're going to go. At this point, really, the only person they have left that's competition is Texas. And they might even beat Texas. I think it's at home.
It's the last week of the season.
Yeah, I mean, and they beat Texas, and if that's the only SEC loss, they're in.
Oh.
So, but I think they might actually beat them. It's at home, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and
at the 12th man.
Yeah, I mean, I think they might ended up winning out. They looked dominant the other night, man. Defense was getting picks. New quarterback comes in, freaking slaying it. I love to see it. I think they have a strong chance of making the SEC championship and maybe even making the playoff run. We'll see.
I wish I
Sorry about
had
that,
a
guys.
recording of that sneeze right there. That was one of the best sneezes I've ever heard in my entire life. But
Technically,
Chris,
you do.
what about you? Do you think Texas A&M's a threat?
100%, dude. I was kind of soft on them earlier in the year. You know, I think I picked against them. If we could probably look back, I think I picked against them multiple times. But yeah, they've come on strong, and you know, even though I started soft, they've got me hard as a rock, man. I think they're going all the way.
Nice.
I mean, not to the national championship, but you know, in the SEC,
No,
I think
to
they're a
the
real
SEC.
threat. Yeah.
They'll
yeah.
at least make it. I don't know if they'll win it or not, but they'll definitely be in that game, I think.
Oh man. I'll be the asshole. I think that all this is overhyped at the moment, because like Brad said, a cakewalk until Texas, and I think Texas is going to be the team that puts them in their place and ends their little hype train. So I'm going to say at this time, I'm going to wait and see until Texas. Texas is going to be that deciding factor for me.
Well, that'll be the deciding factor in general, you know, because that's going to be
Exactly.
the last
Like
game
if
of the
Texas
year.
A&M beats Texas, I will guarantee you I will pick Texas A&M in the SEC championship.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying they're going to go. I don't know if they'll win it or not, but I think even if they lose to Texas, they got a strong chance because who knows what's going to happen, man. There's going to be a lot of one-loss SEC teams. I don't know how they're going to sort that shit out. So it's going to be fun to see, and I'm all here for it. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. And I actually did have another I forgot to put it in, but I do have another quick topic real quick. And Chris, while I'm doing that, look up the NFL games from last week, like the schedule. So
Already got them, Daddy.
Okay, you the fucking man. I kind of figured you did, but just in case. But I actually got to saw a report on TikTok that there is a situation in this weird world of college football we're living in right now. If Oregon Penn State, and Indiana, if they all go undefeated, and if Oregon's the number one team in the country, Oregon would not be playing in the Big Ten championship.
What's the reasoning there? What is that? Why?
Let me tell you the reasoning for that. Because they're all undefeated, so you have to go with tiebreaker rules. And according to the Big Ten tiebreaker rules, Section 3, they will look at margin of victory of a big opponent that all the teams played against each other. And all three of those undefeated teams will play Ohio State. And Oregon beat Ohio State by 1 point. So if Indiana and Penn State beat Ohio State by more than 1 point, it'll be Penn State versus Indiana in the Big Ten championship, and the number one team in the country will have to lose out on that first week bye because they're not a Big Ten champion.
Man, they gotta fix some shit, man. They got some funky shit.
Well, that's what it's
on.
called. Adding more teams into the conference. That there's your disadvantage right there.
Yeah,
that is
so that's the
craziest shit, man.
I figure you play a triple threat match and let's just freaking go. Like
college ball, the rules are just blow my. I mean, as far as like the
tiebreaker,
yeah, all that stuff is just.
Do you know what I think we should do at that point? We should have each of their field goal kickers and do a field goal kicking competition.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I like that.
And I want
they
that
got to do something
behind. I want. No, here's the deal. It's not the actual kicker on the football team. It has to be a random ass fan. And we have to give the Indiana guy that was going to kick that kick for $75,000 instead towards ACL and warmups. We need to give that guy a redemption and take his team to the promised land of the Big Ten championship.
God dang, man. That's
that would
crazy.
happen to me.
They need to. So we're at. It's a transition period for college football. You got all these divisions now, these conferences with no divisions, which I like because you get the best teams in the championship. But at the same time, you run into problems like this. The SEC could be a shit show at the end. If it's going to be attrition these next few weeks, and I don't know how it's going to plan out. We'll see. But yeah, they're going to have to figure some stuff out. Maybe they actually do need divisions. Maybe that's why they had divisions all these years. I don't know.
I'm a big division guy for a reason.
But oh god, it's crazy. I just hate it because division. There's pros and cons to both, and we see this in the NFL. We'll get a NFC South team in the playoffs. That's fucking what last year 8-8, 8-7, 7-8. Some 8 whatever. They'll make the playoffs, but then you'll have a team that's 10-7 miss the playoffs, or 11-6 even, depending on what division they're in. So that sucks. But yeah, you also don't want to see the number one team in the country not make the fucking playoffs or not go to the conference championship because of some weird ass tie breaking rule.
Yeah, some really minute rule,
that they haven't whipped out since 1898.
Yeah, I know. It's like Abe Lincoln's cock,
Oh my god! Hey, I will never tell a lie.
I think he died in like 1500 or something.
I was like, that's not the only thing made of wood.
I know. That was an over exaggeration. I'm just saying.
But guys, anything else with college football?
No, I think that's it.
I don't think so, man. Bring on the Vols, baby. Let's fucking
Kentucky with the not mode. Yeah. Which Chris, did you see that, by the way? The promotion of the dark mode.
I did.
It was
with the Venom.
Whoever marketing is, they need a fucking raise.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking fantastic. Sexy. That was cool as hell.
Especially if ESPN is sharing that marketing, you did something right. And real quickly, before we go to the NFL topic, because lots of talk about in the NFL, and then the pickups, and then we'll wrap everything up. Halfway, guys. Zodiac C says, do you guys have your list for Thursday stream ready to go or just winging it? Zodiac, just to kind of let you know, my list it's been confirmed, so I am ready.
I got a list. It's going to change a lot between now and Thursday. It's probably going to change a lot on Thursday, but it'll be ready to go. It'll be ready to go.
Chris, I meant to ask you, are you joining us on this Halloween special on Thursday?
I don't know yet. It depends on if I can accompany my niece and nephew for trick-or-treating and hang out with them for a little while. I'm gonna take the opportunity to do that, but that is
absolutely
at this point. I do have a list though.
Oh, did you check it twice? You always gotta check it twice.
Fuck.
Anyways,
Yeah,
if for some reason you
Santa
can't
was really
make-
on to
here's the
something
deal.
there.
I'll make it a deal. If you can't make it, because definitely we're a big believer, you never miss family time. Send us the list, and we'll read it aloud as we're doing our list.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll knock it out.
sound good.
I too will be doing a little early trick or treating, but we'll be back.
Yeah, we might
before,
need to
yeah.
push the show at
Yeah.
8:30.
We can do 8:30 if we want to.
Yeah, just to kind of
We'll
give
talk
a 30
about it.
minute.
Either
Yeah,
way.
well,
Yeah.
we'll keep you guys covered on that. But yeah, that's over on the Good Real channel for the last stream of Good Real Haunting 2024, and which we got some. We've talked about some good ideas we're going to have on that channel in the future. So if you've not subscribed to Good Real Hunting, now's your chance to do it. Better time as any. So all right, enough about that. We need to get to the main topic. NFL was fucking crazy this weekend. And Chris, I know NFL's your baby, so you are going to give us a game and we're going to give general thoughts about it.
Okay. You want me
And
to?
I got notes for each one when we tackle the subject.
Would you like me to pull up the schedule from this week to see the results?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right there. Look at that right there. It's right there.
Pop that up, man.
We got perfect first one with Thursday Night Football.
Okay. Is that good? Can everyone see that?
Oh, I
I'll see
read
it.
that. Dude,
Okay.
one more.
One more.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
That's sexy.
Yeah, so Vikings and Rams, this was a little bit of a surprise. I don't know if you guys heard the hoopla going around this, but there was some rumor, and I mean, it's not off the table because the NFL trade deadline is not until November the 5th. But there was some goings on that possibly Matt Stafford and Sam Darnold would be switching teams, that they would in fact trade Sam Darnold to the Rams, and he would receive a big contract, blah, blah. Doesn't look like that's happening at all. I never
Yeah, I was
believed
gonna say,
that for a
fuck
second
no.
anyway. You guys didn't hear this at all?
No,
I heard
I've
it. I
heard
saw
of
it
it,
pop
and
up,
I
yeah.
don't think it's
Okay.
ever happening. Especially like it was proved out that Thursday game. If the Rams are healthy, they're one of the most dangerous teams
Yeah.
in the NFC.
Absolutely. Getting Puka and Cooper a cup of coffee back. Yeah, there's no doubt, man. I mean, they're really makes me nervous being in the NFC West. They're hard to stop when they're healthy. Packers and Jags, man, this was a crazy game. I don't know if you guys watched any of this or not, but this really came down to the wire. The Jags scored. It was 27, tied at 27. They tied it with, what was it, Birdie? Like a minute and a half left or something like that. I mean, it was really came down to the wire. Yeah, hats off to Jordan Love for driving them down there and putting them in field goal range.
Hey, can we go back to Vikings and Rams real quick?
Yeah,
'Cause
sure.
I got to ask you gents about something.
Sure.
Perfect example of why I think it's time that we're allowed to challenge penalties or no call penalties, because Sam Darnold got face masked like a motherfucker on that last play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And I
for
think
sure.
I think it's time that we are able to review him.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think. It's sticky,
Or
but
like the person upstairs is like, okay, we're reviewing the
Yes.
placement of the ball or the
Yes.
incomplete passes without challenge. So why can't we do that for penalties?
take advantage of the. I get they want to kind of keep it subjective, but if it's something clear and obvious that everybody at home can see, everybody in the box can see like that. I mean, come on, like you take advantage of the technology we have today, and we can do that. Now, let's not use it and get super picky and be like, oh, that was a hold because he like took it. Like, no, but like if it's something clear and obvious like that, I don't see the harm in it. I think it makes the game more fair. Obviously I'm kind of somebody like I get sick of a lot of penalties in games if they're calling everything. But again, if it's something egregious and obvious, I don't see a problem with somebody saying, oh yeah, you missed this, it's here. Like from upstairs, like you could technically officiate a game from a box with a TV in it these days.
They do in
because
New York anyway. So
exactly. I mean, I think in certain cases it's nice. You just got to draw a line somewhere, and you don't want them nitpicking every single little thing and whipping out all these abstract rules. But yeah, I think in that case it would have worked out nicely.
Yeah, this brings to mind the you guys remember the absolute ridiculous fucking pass interference call again. That was the NFC Championship game. Saints Rams, the
Damn
worst
right.
fucking
Every
no
fucking
call
day.
I have ever seen in all my, and it was the same thing, like the clearest cut pass interference. I mean, it wasn't even the guy reaching up trying to swat the ball away. I mean, he like literally knocked the fucking receiver down. That sent the Rams to the Super Bowl that year, and deprived us of a Breeze Brady Super Bowl, which I think we all deserved, which was dog shit. But
so you always have those penalties that are subjective, like pass interference, roughing the passer. Those are all subjective. Yeah, those are all things that you see, like, the referees see on the field at that time. But there are very objective penalties too, like face mask, running into the kicker, roughing the kicker. Those things that are like, okay, that's clear and obvious.
If it happens, you throw the fucking flag, right? It's not like, well, maybe it was this technicality or that thing, like it's just that happened. That's a penalty.
Somebody steps out of bounds, they come back in, or whatever. Those things I think absolutely should be reviewed, because it's ridiculous if you have something that objective that we can go ahead and call it. But when you start subjective, it's like, who's actually making the decision there? I don't know. But it's crazy.
Yeah, and so back to the Packers and the Jaguars. I was watching Red Zone, and I had to at a point where I was watching 4 fucking games going down to the last minute. So it was hard to keep up with everything. And the Packers and Jaguars was the one I was least interested in, because there's a game below that game that it's on the screen right now, but I really want to get into. But no, good for the Packers, man. The Packers are 5-2 right now, and they got a big matchup this weekend.
Dude, absolutely.
I think right now, in my opinion, Packers Lions will be the halfway point NFL game of the year.
Don't forget the Vikings too. That's a tough division right now. The Bears are hanging on. Here's what I love about the Packers.
Toughest in football right now.
And here's the thing about the Packers. Malik Willis. The Titans are over here fucking around with Will Levis and Andrew Rudolph Reindeer Nose. Meanwhile, Malik's going out here and slaying it as the backup each and every week he comes in there, dude.
Yeah, Zodiac. I'm betting that the Titans really looking at what Will Levis is putting on the field. Well, I mean, I guess Mason Rudolph has elevated the offense to a certain degree, but Will Levis is clearly not the answer. And to see that they gave away Malik for very little, I mean, that's crazy, man.
I would trade anybody I would trade anything or anybody for a cheese stick and a cheese stream pool, man. Don't fool me with a good time. Especially those Vegas cheese sticks. Like, my God.
I think if they approach Andy Reid about Mahomes and they come in with a Chico stick and string cheese, he might be a goner.
Hand me them nuggies. But no, good for the Packers. Hard-fought win. And Jaguars, it's time to find a new head coach.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's move on. I don't want to talk too much about the Cardinals and Dolphins other than, it was good to see Tua back for fantasy purposes. I have Tyreek, Achane, and Jalen Waddle. Yep. Yeah. And a couple different leagues.
You're welcome for both.
Yeah, they all did much, but exponentially better with Tua back in the game. But the Dolphins defense is just lost, man. I think
did they get everybody back?
Is Jalen Ramsey still there?
Yeah, I thought they had that whole team that had all those sacks last year, but they all got hurt for the playoffs, and that's why the Chiefs beat them. And I thought they got everybody back, so they were supposed to be a heavy favorite in the AFC East. What's going on in Miami?
I think Miami is just done for the year, man. Honestly, I think they checked out when Tua checked out, and they're struggling, man. But there's not a lot there. Tua did slide once. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that 20-yard run was pretty cool to see. Achane with the freaking concussion helmet while Tua is just out there with a Guardians cap from the baseball team.
Yeah, we're not even going to get into that. I mean, that's ridiculous. But I definitely think that they're done. I think I like Mike McDaniel as a dude. Definitely seems like somebody I could go and have beers with and have a lot of fun. But I think he's probably done as a head coach, man. I think that his innovative this, that, and the other is probably run its course.
They have so much talent too, and they're just not doing anything with it.
Yeah,
they've
right.
dropped a lot of money on their team, and
That's why That's why I'm saying, freaking Joe Milton, Tyreek Hill,
dropping bombs, dude. Although
Yeah.
bombs,
Malik Willis, man, he's gonna be waiting
dropping
for that.
bombs and dropping drugs down there in the city of Miami. Hey,
Hell yeah, dude.
hey, you might as well get just one a Miami defensive player to smash that Dwayne Wade statue at this point.
I know that's right. All right, we got a lot of football to get through, man.
Yeah, we
But
do.
Let's
We
talk
do, and
about
I
the
wanted,
Jets.
I wanted, I wanted to get a Birdie's perspective on this. Now, you tell me this, Birdie. Okay, so the Jets have lost again 2 games with Devontae Adams. All right, now whose fault is it that they lost this week? I mean, we already know it can't be Aaron Rodgers. So whose fault was it this week that they lost?
It is the ball boy's fault. Motherfucker, of course it's Aaron Rodgers'
knew it.
fault. Of course
It
it
can't
is.
be
And I
Aaron
even got a
Rodgers'
note
fault.
right here to do this. Rodgers. Oh man, dude, motherfucker, you deserve this. You have everything in your arsenal and you lost to the 1-win team rebuilding year Patriots that they didn't even have Drake May in the second half. So that you have every reason to freaking beat the Patriots, and you fucking lost in the last damn minute. So, guys, do you believe me now? Aaron Rodgers going to be the most overhyped great quarterback of all time.
Now listen,
Are
I
you
don't
on
think,
that train yet?
I
No.
don't think. I don't. No, he's still one of the great quarterbacks, and just because he's older now, he's just on a bad team. Like I know they have talent, but there's no
Yeah,
structure.
because he made the bad team.
I mean, they were bad last year, and they were bad the year before that. They're just bad right now. They need to do a major overhaul. I'm not saying that he's in his prime by any stretch of the imagination, but this whole thing aged poorly, man. I remember last year, everybody was so excited, though. I remember my father-in-law got an Aaron Rodgers Jets jersey for Christmas, black. He was pumped up. He comes out there running the damn flag. First game, they're going to win the Super Bowl, and they've just fucking tanked. Now, yes, it's Aaron Rodgers, maybe he is a toxic dude, okay, but there's no denying the fact that he's been one of the best quarterbacks in the last 20 years in the NFL.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I look at it in the same lens, not necessarily the mental illness part of it, but the same thing as Antonio Brown. Remember when Antonio Brown was like, he's out here slaying everybody in the league, the best wide receiver of all time, and then it just really trailed off to where he just became the villain of the entire league.
Oh yeah, for
and
real.
that's like,
And
and
Birdie gave
Rodgers
him the hit to remember.
Yeah, and then so I mean, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I think that he'll still be a Hall of Famer. But there was a time when I really rooted for the guy when he was with the Packers, and it's just like over time he's just gotten progressively weirder and unlikable over the past, like, let's call it 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I don't. But it's definitely his fault. His play has sank the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I agree with Zodiac C. Well, I don't agree. I think he's overrated as fuck because again, with the one Super Bowl that's just come on earlier on in this year,
Still had a Super Bowl though.
Yeah, just a major disappointment. I agree. Evan Raymond says it wasn't Rodgers' fault. It was the defense letting the pass drive with no trouble. Rodgers had the game won. Well,
maybe so, man. I don't know.
But it's just the fact that Rodgers should have thrown the ball all over them because the Jets are not a good football team. Or excuse
22
me,
points.
Patriots.
22 points is enough to win, but it's not a safe number to win. You still got to. I mean, it's he did produce. But
we'll get to a safe number when we get to the Lions game. But
they got a safe number, dude.
Well,
you ain't gonna lose a game.
Not really a lot else to talk about. I just wanted to get your Aaron Rodgers take on that one. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, let's go through the Browns and Ravens. You put Jameis Winston in, and that
represent your team, man.
He's a character, dude. I'm telling you, like, I love
represent the decal on your helmet. Oh, that.
But yeah, I couldn't believe this, man.
But hey, good for Tennessee Volunteers Cedric Tillman having a fucking game, dude. And I think right now, if he's available in your fantasy league, pick him up.
I swept him up in Dynasty. I can't remember which league. I don't know if it was ours or another one, but I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, it couldn't have been one of ours because I've got him on the taxi squad and have for like 2 years now. I think in the one of the leagues. I don't know. But yeah, it was great to see that. I think did this game come down to the wire as well? Because I only saw.
It did.
Okay, yeah, I thought that they won it like sort of at the very end.
Yeah,
and
with
the Eagles, Bengals, and
broken coverage by the Ravens and Cedric Tillman wide open for a touchdown.
yeah, and I know we had something up here about Zodiac. Yeah, we were going to talk about the Bengals and the Eagles. It's a toss up, man. I both of these teams have been, they play great one week, they play like dog shit the next. I think the Eagles' biggest problem was they had no AJ Brown and
Devontae
Smith. Yeah. The
Actually.
Bengals just, my eyes, they just look like, I mean, I don't know. They're just, I don't know if they're hurt. They're just not playing.
I think it's coaching.
It might be. I mean, they got the talent there. Yeah, I think, because they got all the talent in the world, but
no,
they're not winning this year, man.
Yeah, they're just not putting anything out there. Also giving away Joe Mixon or letting him walk and trying to fill that void with a rookie, and Zach Moss is
not good.
Yeah, Zach Moss. Yeah, so I don't think they have a big run game, at least from the little bit that I've seen from them. So I'm going to say,
oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's a bit of both. The question was, are the Eagles that good or the Bengals that shitty? I think it's a little bit of both. The Bengals are not playing great, and the Eagles are, I think they're kind of actually. Where do they stand in the division? Does anyone know that? Let's vet that real quick.
While you look at that real quick, for the Raven news real quick, they traded for Deontay Johnson from the Carolina Panthers, their best wide receiver. So that is a big make the Ravens more fucking dangerous too. And from what I saw too, they got him for a 5th round draft pick. How the fuck does that happen?
The Cardinals or the Panthers are another fucking shitty organization, but I'll take it.
Why would you give him away from a 5th round pick? He's at least a 3rd round pick.
I got him on my redraft league, and I'm actually excited about the move. Like, he's had some good games for the Panthers, but I mean, hell yeah,
for Say Flowers fancy owners.
Yeah.
So the Eagles are 5-2. They're only 1 game back from the Commanders, and they're 2 games ahead of the Cowboys. So they're sitting pretty right now. They're really good.
Yeah, they're in good shape. All right, let's go ahead and just skip over real quick. Titans, Lions. Sure. Titans suck. Lions rock. Colts, Texans. There's one thing I want to mention real quick. Anthony Richardson pulls himself out of the game because he gets tired. He gets benched now. He's benched this week for Flacco. What the fuck, dude? What's up with this guy? Richardson has yet to has he played has he even played a full game in the NFL?
He is not I don't think, maybe if he has some time to develop, I don't know,
he's just, and I hate to say it, he just doesn't seem very wise, to put it mildly. I think he's got a lot of skill, a lot of talent. But he's just constant coaching, telling him slide, don't hit people, and I've yet to see him slide. He's trucking people every time he runs. He's pulling himself out of games. He's just taking little breather breaks mid-drive in a critical point of the game. He's kind of like, he reminds me of like Cordero Patterson for Tennessee when he was there. The dude had all the talent in the world, but he never ran the route. He was like out there running just his own routes, and he still made a lot of plays. He still did in the NFL. But if he could put some mental energy into that and start to kind of learn the playbook, he could have been one of the best receivers of all time, I think, in the NFL. But I mean, I don't know.
2 quick thoughts. One, you're talking about his football IQ. He went to the University of Florida, so that explains everything right there for him.
Touche.
Number 2, it's official that Flacco is starting over Richardson because good. And here's the deal too. I admired the decision. It's hard to say, hey, I need to get out of the game and let somebody else take my place just because I'm tired and I don't want to hurt my team. That's all good, except at the quarterback position, because you are the face of the organization. You can't take a timeout. You're going to have to battle through the pain in order to still continue playing football for the organization. If I put pretty much the entire team on your back, they gave you pieces to have success, and you just want, let Joe Flacco go in. I'm tired. I'll just tell you this, that action alone, Richardson, you're done, my friend. Your career's over.
I mean, what does that say to your team? What does that say to, and what is that? What kind of position does that put Flacco in? Coming in completely cold because you have that play clock. You got to get in there 45 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever it is in the NFL, and get a playoff without any kind of like, you had no idea you're about to go in. No timeout, nothing like that. I mean, that's just putting other people in shitty situations, all because you're a little tired. Yeah, I mean, you just got to make a play. I mean, it was third down too, wasn't it? I mean, it was a pretty critical point of the game.
Mhm.
It was crazy.
It's one of the few games that I actually didn't watch. So I mean, I heard about it, but I'm not familiar with that. Brad, do you want to talk any at all about the Falcons game? They got the win.
We could go Saints Chargers real quick while he's getting.
Oh, I didn't even. Okay.
Well, actually, we could skip that one. There's nothing to talk about there. Saints suck and Chargers.
Well, Kirk Cousins, the next Patrick Mahomes.
That's what I'm saying, man. What was it? We go out there. We have the face mask or roughing something, 15-yard penalty. Okay, so it's like 2nd and 22. Kirk Cousins, big Kirko Chains. He just freaking takes it and runs, and he gets to the like the inch line of the first down. I was like, dude, this guy just freaking out. Nobody expected this guy to take off and run on 2nd and 22, but he freaking outran everybody. I love the guy. The guy is fantastic. He's made the Falcons fun again. Now I know he's not fun in the sense of like Patrick Mahomes or like, you know, some like a Josh Allen, but he's just like, at least we're making things happen, and we haven't done that in years. So I'm excited to see it. And that was a great play for him. The one thing though, what about this Pitts touchdown? Okay. In the end zone. I mean, I'm a Falcons fan. That was pretty dicey. I'm just thankful they didn't have the correct angles, so they couldn't confirm it. If they called it a fumble on the field, that's what it would have been. There was no way to correct it though.
Whatever they had. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it looked like a fumble, though, I got to say.
But, Brad, can I mention one thing, though, about your Dirty Birds?
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned with your Dirty Birds. You all beat the Buccaneers 31-26. That's with the Buccaneers not having their 2-star wide receivers.
Hey, we're still on the road.
That to me is alarming. That's alarming.
Listen, we're on the road, divisional matchup. These things happen in division.
Yeah, but Baker had no had no talent, and he still put 26 up on.
They still have 3 very talented running backs. Okay, there's a lot of good things going on there. They got a badass tight end. And tight again, we scored.
Got badass.
We got 31 points. The defense gave up some points, but there was also some fuck ups there. So I'm fine with it. At the end of the day, we're at the leader of the division. We beat the Bucs twice. Big Kirko dropping. Listen to this. Big Kirko, 8 touchdowns against the Bucs this month. That's the only quarterback in the NFL to ever do 8 touchdowns against the same opponent in a month. That's good numbers. I like that. So
these stats are getting out of fucking control, dude.
Hey,
but
that's true though.
I'm here for it. No, it is true. I know, but I'm here for it.
Hey, we haven't even gotten over the it was National Tight Ends Day this weekend of the NFL season.
That's
the
right.
Tight ends. Yeah, hey, we'll get to George Kittle, but first we gotta get to a better tight end. But before we could do any of that,
a better tight end. Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. Bills we could skip. Seahawks suck.
Well, the chat
we gotta
is
get
really,
to this Hail Mary.
And what the fuck is it with the Seahawks? They came to Atlanta, beat our ass a week ago, and now this?
Yeah,
Bills
that's
are a fair football
I'm going to bring it up because the chat was really going at it with Bills and Seattle. So, I love to see the Bills get a huge win here. It's good for me in division. I just don't like the Seahawks, but yeah, really not a whole lot to say about it. I mean, the Bills just kind of came out swinging, and I don't know if you guys watched the game or not, but
speaking of swinging,
they got they penalty after penalty. The Bills were just beating themselves and just overcame it every fucking time. It was a pretty interesting game to see. The Seahawks were kind of flat-footed, definitely.
But hey, speaking of swinging, the Seahawks were doing a better job fighting against each other than fighting against the Buffalo.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man. Hey, I will say this before we get too far ahead. Another stat for you, Chris. The Falcons at this point 5-3, but they've had the toughest schedule in the NFL so far.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Okay, so yeah, Bertie, you wanted to talk about the Hail Mary. Let's get through it.
Oh, man, we got to get to it because I got down my note. This is the big topic of the thumbnail. Here's the deal. Braden may say, "Oh, if you're listening to this, big Chicago Bears fans." First off, I'm sorry it had to end it that way. I truly am sorry if I had to end it that way. However, when one of your fucking players taunts the crowd and then goes in and tips the ball to lose, it couldn't happen to a better team. Like, that is just the most uncoached team I've like in the NFL. Like, there's no reason the Chicago Bears have so much damn talent. You know that that destruction's due to coaching. But the thing I wanted to tackle the most is Caleb Williams being a sore fucking loser, because as soon as that happened, he didn't go out to the middle of the field and shake Jaden Daniels' hand like you're supposed to do, quarterback to quarterback. His ass just went to the fucking locker room. So I'm back on the train of fuck you, Caleb Williams. I wish I never drafted you, and I hope your kittens go to better families.
Hey, I gotta say this about the play. That had to be one of the sexiest Hail Marys I've ever seen, dude. That was like
short,
70 yards.
It was
and
short.
Yes, I know, but it was just
short.
fucking.
Did you see the fucking air under it? It looked like a punt. I mean, the camera couldn't even follow the ball into the air. But yeah, I mean, it was fucking.
With the nails too. With the nails,
Yeah,
I know that was more of a.
Yeah,
but
he was like, "Fuck Commanders." But yeah, that guy jumping up, and it was like during the play, he's like looking over and pointing at the crowd, and then literally receivers are running at him, and he's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I have to." There's no.
I forgot I'm playing a football game.
And then he's responsible, for jumping up and tipping it. And Noah Brown's just like, "Oh fuck." Like, gifted right in the bread basket. Oh God, thanks.
Now I know it was all kind of chance and luck down there, but what Jaden Daniels did that play, he ran around for like 20 minutes back there.
Oh
it seemed
yeah,
like I mean, and then he chucks it,
make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Just fucking flicks it, dude, all the way close to the end zone. And what I'm just happy for Dan Quinn. I really liked the guy when he was at the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's getting a second chance, and I love to see that he's having success. And Jaden Daniels, what they've done with him is fantastic.
It's phenomenal.
I'm jumping on the
Cliff
Commanders
Cranberry,
train.
dude,
and he was
coordinator of the year.
I'm a Commander fan.
Cliff Cranberry, yeah. And to see how excited he was when they won too, man. He's running out and hugging his players. I love that. But moving along, these two are meaningless. I think Chiefs are chiefing Raiders.
Oh, we're not meaningless. We're the only solo undefeated.
Oh, I know, but I'm
league.
just saying, like, to talk about the game. Chiefs are chiefing. Raiders are an inferior opponent. The Panthers are, like Brad already alluded to, they're just a crazy. They have talent. I don't even know what that. Bryce Young is a bust. The coach is, I think, in over his head. Has no fucking idea what he's doing.
Carolina is a shit show.
They
Meanwhile,
have no idea what they're doing.
Sean Payton, 2 years into it, I think is getting it together. And Bo Nix looks like, I don't know if he's the real deal right now, but definitely looks like he's moving on. Moving in that direction to be
and one note with the Chiefs. One note with the Chiefs, real quick. I want to say, just another hard-fought game right there. But man, DeAndre Hopkins, you give him 3 or 4 more weeks, that guy's going to be looking like a superstar. But I'm going to go ahead and just claim this right now, and Raymond, you're going to be happy with this. The Chiefs' winning streak ends in Buffalo in a couple of weeks.
It could happen.
I do not think we're better than the Buffalo Bills. And usually when we lose to Buffalo, that's when we actually get to be a better football team. So I feel like a loss is coming for the Chiefs. I think it's Denver too. Denver's had our number last year. They beat us twice last year in the regular season. So I just know a Chief loss is coming, but I'm okay with losing right now than losing in the playoffs. So that's the only comment I have.
Yeah.
Let me give you a stat on the Broncos real quick and Bo Nix. Okay, in October, for all rookie quarterbacks right now, Bo Nix is first place for passing yards, passing touchdowns to interception ratio, rushing touchdowns, and wins. Of all the rookies in the month of October, he's in first place for all those categories.
That's impressive.
So, yeah, that's cool. Well, Jaden Daniels getting a lot of the attention, but Bo Nix silently over there in the Bronco territory, they're riding over there. And he's got some good things going, and I like to see it because I think a lot of people kind of wrote him out, probably including myself. I didn't really expect him to succeed in the NFL.
And he's
so
and that defense is playing really well.
Oh,
yeah, oh yeah,
speaking
for
of
sure.
Jaden, is he an MVP?
Yeah, he's got to be. I mean, at this particular point, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that he wins offensive player or offensive rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, right now, I don't know of any quarterbacks that are playing better than him.
I would say Josh Allen because I looked at the polls and Josh Allen just officially took over Lamar Jackson at number 1 for MVP running right now. But I'll be honest with you, it's time to give Jaden Daniels some love.
I
Yeah,
don't know
I
who
mean-
else it would be. I at the level, like the Commanders were really bad last year.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, I know they got a new coach too, but Jaden Daniels is making some fucking waves.
Yeah,
man.
he's elevated that team
But-
like a motherfucker. Absolutely.
But give me comeback player of the year to Big Kirko, dude.
I think so. Yeah. No doubt about that. We'll run through this real quick. 49ers, Cowboys. Yeah, the 49ers are playing like shit. Thank God we couldn't have got the bye at a better time. We need to get healthy, get some guys back. Hopefully CMC is back in the lineup because I just think that the offense just looks defunct right now. I mean, they're a shell of what they were last year. The defense is not playing great. I think the defensive coordinator hire was a giant mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Playing way too soft.
Yeah, because CD Lamb had a day.
Not
against
one, but
Packers.
yeah, two blown coverages, and they're just the Niners defense just is not playing with the same edge that they have, or playing with the same aggressiveness. This guy really seems. We fired our defensive coordinator last year because he was more coverage based. You know what I mean? More prevent than attack, which is what we've been known for the 5 years previous to that. And then we hire this guy, and it's more of the same. Just more focused on coverage. He's just not quite as good at it as the guy we had last year, in my opinion. But we've also dealt with, our linebackers outside of Fred Warner is Dre Greenlaw. We haven't got back. Hufanga came in for a game or two, and he's still out. Number 6 is Mustafa. I think is going to be a good player, but he's a rookie, still learning, and I don't know. But we got the win. That's all I give a shit
and
about.
I'm glad you all did, because fuck the Cowboys.
That's
especially when freaking Diggs went off at a reporter after the game, when the reporter was just trying to do his damn job.
Right. Not a lot to say about the Steelers Giants other than Russell Wilson certainly looks like an upgrade over Justin Fields. So
yes, and thank you, George Pickens, for winning my fantasy game. I was down by 5 against our boy Misael, and then when that 50-yard bomb happened to Pickens, I won my fantasy game in our Dynasty League.
Nice.
Yeah, and thank you, Ashton. I've been meaning to get to that too. Stephon Diggs, big acquisition to the Texans. Unfortunately, he tore his ACL, so y'all know what that means. He's out for the year.
And probably his career. I mean, I think he's an older player at this point, right?
Yeah, that one's gonna hurt him. Yeah, so all speedy recovery to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, man, for real. Dude, a lot of bad injuries this year, man. Godwin, I like that guy a lot, man.
Dude, there's been a lot more injuries in memory.
Yeah. It sucks, man, to see everybody. I don't know. Godwin was Godwin on Monday night last week? I can't remember.
Yeah, he was. And that injury was so nasty. Unfortunately, I saw the replay
exactly
on
what
TikTok.
it was.
Yeah, I like. He's been such an underrated receiver for years that he's always putting up these huge numbers, but nobody really ever talks. I mean, they do. They're like, "Oh, he's great," and you want him on your fantasy team, sure, but he never gets talked about with the best. And I mean, he's putting up close to the best.
You're still referring to Godwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's always played second fiddle to Mike Evans.
Yeah, exactly.
But Mike Evans can't Mike Evans without Godwin there. So, but I digress. That's all of the NFL games. I'll tell you this much: it was nice to see some offense actually happen this week, because
yes,
this has been sort of in my opinion, at least, it's been kind of a boring year for NFL. I mean, as far as like scoring and things go, it's always interesting.
Everybody's getting hurt.
I know. Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Eventually, we're going to have to be playing two-hand tag football or flag football, especially when it's going to be an Olympic sport. So might as well start early.
But
Yeah.
it was good to see this week come alive, have some action, some close games, the Hail Mary, a lot of good stuff going on, players coming back. There's some part of me that, like, even though I hate the Seahawks, I was kind of rooting for, and probably because I have him in 2 fantasy leagues, but it was good to see Russell Wilson come back, in my opinion.
Yeah, I need to go ahead and start him over Patrick Mahomes in fantasy.
Honestly, I mean, he's probably putting in better numbers. Justin Fields was killing it for me before he got benched.
Yeah.
I mean, I was starting him over some good QBs too. So, yeah.
God.
Oh, I thought he said flag football and Tua still gets a concussion. That's probably
he would. He'd slip and fall and bust his head on the ground. That's how he always does it anyway. So,
oh man,
yeah.
Gentlemen, anything else before we finish off strong with some picks?
Let's do it, man.
So, and one thing though, I will say this: it was National Tight Ends Day, which is hence why I'm wearing the jersey. And I'm sure you guys saw the stat. But yeah, more receptions and yards.
What, like 155 receptions?
I think it was 170 something, and more receptions and yards than any other year. Yeah, any other. I thought they said any other Sunday in history by tight ends. National Tight Ends Day, baby. Yeah,
right. Hey, and Pitts finally was fucking there. I loved it. He was fucking getting points.
This
fumble or not.
And this fucker dropped Kyle Pitts right before kickoff too. So how happy was I seeing that fucking play?
Hey, well, it wasn't probably a bad
decision. I had George
Kittle
Kittle on my team, so I'm not going to keep George Kittle and Pitts. So I'm not going to do that. But
probably could have traded him though. Either way, that's not. Either way, all right. Here we go. Yeah, let's move along.
All right, we're moving along to some freaking picks.
Let's do it, man. I'm excited.
All right, let's freaking do some picks.
Don't even want to see the results.
All right, well, Banner, you're going to have to go away for a minute so we can get a clear understanding.
While you're pulling that up, my man Chris down here did a 13-leg parlay, but instead of dropping $5, he put an extra 0 on there and did $50.
Anybody that bets with MGM, whenever you put your parlay or whatever bet it is, it automatically populates the bet window with $50. Okay. And that's just to show you like what the payout is on 50 so you can get an idea. And normally I click on it, I hit the backspace to knock it down to 5. That's kind of my go-to. I just bet $5. And I bet all the morning and afternoon games. And then I went to it, clicked on it, erased the 0 and bet it. And the payout, and I didn't bet any underdog, or maybe 1 or 2 underdogs, not that many. But the payout was like astronomical. And I was like, damn, that's crazy for a $5 bet. I scroll back up and it gets worse. And I'll try to make this brief, but I scroll back up and I realize that I've bet 50. Okay. Now there is a once you've bet the money while the games are ongoing, you can cash out. And at a certain point, like maybe around halftime or so of the morning games, the cash out was at like $26. All right. So I'm watching it and I'm like, well, everybody that I bet on for the morning games was up. So if they all win, then I can probably cash out and maybe I can lose $10 and I'll just consider it idiot tax. And so I'm watching it. The payout goes all the way back up to 37. And I was watching the Dolphins game. And the Dolphins were driving down the field. Everybody else was up. And I was like, well, if they go and they score, then it'll probably go up to like $40, right? I'll cash out. And while I'm watching this, they're driving down the field, but one of the other games ends. So I go back to cash out. And once a game ends, it locks it in. So another game ended and it locked it in. I was like, ah.
What was the payout?
I think it was 19,000.
Yeah. Hey, how far off were you?
I certainly bet the let's see, I'm still looking at the schedule over here.
I'm sure you got screwed on the Patriots and the Jets.
I bet the Jets to win that game, bet the Dolphins to win, and certainly bet the Ravens to beat the Browns. So all 3 of those teams really screwed me. And then in the afternoon, I think I won all those. Yeah, so it was just those 3 teams.
Just by 3. Wow, out of 13. Wow.
It was 11. It was 11, not 13.
Hey, but I'm
Okay.
kind of glad
Yeah,
that the
either way.
Patriots beat the Jets because one less person to worry about in the Survivor League. Like,
Oh yeah, I saw
so,
that.
so
Yeah,
we're down
and
to we're down to 8.
Tucker got an X too.
I know, which hey, everybody's got one loss. So
Yeah.
Chris, still remember to make those picks because you're still in it, my friend.
Oh, I
Oh,
already
yeah.
did. I'm on top of it now.
I know, I saw it now. I was like, I'm so proud of this fucker. But after, so I don't have to text him anymore on like Sunday at 9. I'm like, oh shit, I got to text Chris.
Yeah, after all the, and I'm like, I only have to pick the Monday night game.
Oh my god, that you fucking won, asshole. So all right, so we ready to make some picks?
Let's make some picks, dude.
All right, let's freaking do it. Let's make some picks. Da, 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 da. I don't know what the theme song is. We don't have a theme song. We should think about getting a theme song. But here we go. I'm going to make this quick. We're going to go with the NFL. As we all know, Chris, NFL is your baby, so you get to pick the games last. But before we pick, let's recap. We totally are a bunch of dumbasses.
No. We had a contingency. We all had a contingency. If Daniels was in, we all picked the Commanders.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Shit, you know what? You are so right. So error on my part. I will fix that tomorrow morning. So for the next episode, I will make that change. Thank you for that. I totally forgot about that. Because that is true. We were going to pick Jaden Daniels and the Commanders if he started. So okay, so that's false information.
And what do you know? It came down to Jaden Daniels.
I know, right? So thank God for that. So all right. Brad solo dolo with the Falcons right there. So congratulations on that. But I totally thought that Evans and Godwin, I didn't take that into consideration with that Monday Night Football game. Texans full sweep. That's an easy one. Brad, what the fuck? You lost that.
They kicked our ass, man. They kicked our ass, and I thought they were going to kick it again. So, yeah.
And then, of course, fuck the Cowboys. 49ers all the way. So, by the numbers here, we're all technically 4-1 for this week for the Week 8 pick. So, ignore the 2s. They're 1s. Ignore the 3s. They're 4s. And this is the standing. I still got a little bit of a 6-game lead at this point. But again, anything can happen entering the halfway point of the NFL.
Hey, I'm just glad I'm positive, man. And I'm not far behind Chris either.
Yeah, so battle for second place. So let's go ahead and go to week 9. After week 9, that'll be the official halfway point of the NFL season. And next week, we will do our halfway show for the NFL. But let's make some picks here. So these are the games we're going to be picking for this weekend. I decided to throw some curveball games for this week. So that's why you're seeing some unique matchups. So let's go with the first one. Cowboys at the Vikings. Brad, you got another tough home game. Do you believe in your dirty birds, or is it going to be too much to overcome Dak and CD Lamb and Micah Parsons?
You did say Vikings just now, right? Am I wrong?
I probably did. I've been talking.
Just making sure I'm not hearing things going crazy. I'm pretty sure.
Falcons.
But either way, it's Cowboys and Falcons. I kind of feel like we'll lose the game because that's what we do to anytime we get a lead in the division. But I'll take the Falcons here. The Cowboys have been trash. So yeah, give me the Falcons here. Give me Big Kirko. And let's keep winning, man.
And Brad, as I like to say to you sometimes, good pick. Give me the Falcons as well.
3-way.
All right. So that was an easy decision right there.
And, I mean, until the Cowboys can, prove that they can win, man, I don't, especially on the road. I don't know. They desperately need this one, though. I think they'll play hard, but the Falcons are rolling right now. Give me Kirko.
Nice. Let's go to a unique matchup here. We got the Chargers at the Browns, a rejuvenated Browns. So is this a Browns team that no longer smells like shit, or will the Chargers expose them again? Brad, actually, I'll go this time. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. Famous Jameis and the Tillman connection has been dirty, and plus Nick Chubb is slowly getting back into the rhythm, and when he's fully back in rhythm, he's one of the most deadly running backs in the league, and Myles Garrett leading that tough defense. Give me the freaking Browns on this one.
Oh, God dang, man. I kind of want to agree with you there. I'm inclined to do so. Just because Jameis seems to get the team. Jameis gets people together. Is this the Jameis return tour here?
Player of the year?
Give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers, man. I don't think he does it again. Give me the Chargers.
Chris?
Yeah, man, this is a tough one. This is a game that I really don't have much stake in. And to be fair, I don't think that I've seen the Chargers play except for maybe one game. So I don't really know how they're yeah. Ooh. Young Way, man, give him.
He misses field goals now, though. Sometimes.
Yeah, I was about to say he's
Does
more
he?
like ooh.
Yeah. He's
Oh.
He
been the
missed
last
a
couple
bad
of games. Now, I still love the guy, but the last couple of games he's been not good.
I think. Damn, man. Give me one shot.
What
Like that white
opportunity.
dude from Detroit said.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
God.
got one shot. Give me the Charger. Is Derwin James healthy, or did he get hurt in that game?
That I'll be honest with you, I do not know.
I don't. I thought I saw.
Last thing
something
I
about
ever heard
him.
of Darwin James is that he got suspended for that one play against the Chiefs, and everybody thought it was a conspiracy. But
I think he's how many games he suspended? I don't know. I mean, that
no,
definitely
he was
changes
suspended
things
for
a
that
little bit.
one game, so I think he's
Okay,
healthy.
rock and roll. Yeah, give me the Chargers.
Alrighty.
Harbaugh's there.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. So let's go to the next game here. Ashton, you're going to be loving this one right here. We got your Patriots finally mentioned on Beers with the Bros. Good for you all. Y'all deserve it. Battle of a two-win team against a one-win team. So this is all be very interesting for a featured draft pick. We got the Patriots at the Titans. Brad, who do you got?
Give me the Patriots, man. Gerard Mayo, Drake May, they're trending up. Titans, Brian Callahan, whoever the quarterback's going to be this week, trending down.
It'll just be a guy from the stands. Just with that in mind, yeah, I love Jerome Mayo. I think he's the perfect coach to coach up that particular team with the Patriots. I think if you could just get more talent around Drake May, I think the Patriots could do something very special. Maybe not on the level of the Tom Brady era, which I'm totally fine with them not being a Tom Brady type team, just being a new, fresh Patriots team that we can actually enjoy watching football. And it's all because of Jerome Mayo. Give me Jerome Mayo. Give me the Patriots.
Man, this is a weird one because I don't know who is it. I guess it's Mason Rudolph versus
It don't matter who you put up at this point.
Yeah, I mean the Titans defense just looks so lost on the field. Brian Callahan just seems like he's in over his head. I'm inclined to agree with you boys. Give me the Patriots on this one.
All right. We got the Patriots for a sweep. And real question, because I did remember from the chat, worst quarterback, Daniel Jones or Will Levis? And that was from Raymond.
Oh, worst quarterback is Will Levis. Daniel Jones is still
down.
Yeah, he's still putting up decent numbers.
I mean,
And I did want to say, sorry, Chris, you answer too, and then I'll bring up another point.
Yeah, no, I tend to say Daniel Jones. I just think that at the very least he doesn't. I mean, Will Levis is the worst quarterback. I think that at the very least Daniel Jones doesn't do these stupid. He's not creating a new meme every week. So I think Will Levis is definitely the worst
Chris,
quarterback.
did you say a meme?
Uh-huh.
Because I could prove why Will Levis is the worst quarterback from Exhibit A.
Fucking
Need I say more?
I love the coach running out saying, "What the
fuck?" I know that's the best part.
I know.
Oh, I did want to say I don't. Some Zodiac, I think, or Ashton asked if Drake May was playing. I don't know. He's in concussion protocol, so there's a good chance he might not play. Either way, I'm picking the Patriots. Jacoby Brissett or whoever the quarterback is for the Patriots this week, I think they win the game.
Nice. Or let me do a little nice. Let's go with a unique. This is going to be a very telling game right here. How will Chicago recover after the Hail Mary? Which I forgot to mention that real quick. Let me, because this is actually a serious consideration about the NFL's doing. That could make a major impact with the NFL. So let me know what y'all think if it will make this pick. The Chicago Bears are demanding the NFL to review that Hail Mary for holding on the offense, and they want to replay that last play on Wednesday if it goes through. What do y'all think of that? And plus, here's the deal: if they pass it, might as well just do it for every single fucking game. Like
that'll
it'll
never
Yeah,
get passed.
that would never get passed.
The game's over. I mean,
yeah, Chicago, take your loss like men and just fucking move on.
Dude, people have been trying to get games, review plays for hundreds of years. It doesn't matter. Okay, what happened on the field? It happened. It's called the way it's called. Every team's been fucked over once or twice.
We're gonna do it if leave the Vikings in the face mask thing. I'll be okay with reviewing that one.
I still want to review fucking North Carolina and Tennessee back in 2010. Man.
Oh my god! We
can bring Tyler Bray back out on the field and see what we can make happen there.
Oh my god! And they're like the overweight athletes from that team. So yeah, that would actually be
Eddie Lacy.
Oh,
let's review something with Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, Eddie Lacy. All right, but let's pick this game though. Again, Chicago. I got a little. You won me over with Hard Knocks, but after the Hail Mary and all that shenanigan, you're just back to being shit with me. So give me the Cardinals. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. and Murray are finally starting to click, and once that click happens, good things are going to happen.
Yeah, I still like the Cardinals, man. I still think they pull a W here. So give me Arizona here.
I think the Bears get this one. I think they recover. I dislike Caleb Williams maybe more than as much, if not more than both of you, but I think they win this game. I think they're stronger defensively, and I think Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison are still working on getting on the same page. So give me the Bears here.
All righty. So, let's go with the main event of NFL Sunday, the big one. I think this is going to be the game of the year for the halfway point of the NFL. We got the Detroit Lions going to Lambeau against the Green Bay Packers. I'm pretty sure this is the 425 game. That honestly should be the Sunday Night Football game. Just in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's just unfortunate. Time. So that's unfortunate. So Brad, I'll let you take this. Who you got?
Again, I said it earlier. I think if it was prime time, I'd probably go Packers. But Jordan Rogers or Jordan Love.
We don't talk about that fucker.
Jordan, he's still kind of questionable, I think, going in. Either way, I don't think he's going to be 100%. So give me the Lions here, and yeah, I think it's going to be an awesome game. I can't wait for it, but I think I'm going to have to go with the Lions.
Did you see what the Lions did with the Titans?
I saw it, but
do you know why
they did that? Vastly inferior team.
But do you know why they did it, though, to the Titans?
Because
they were sending a warning to the Green Bay Packers of what they can expect when the Lions interfere with Lambeau. So I'll tell you this right now. The Lions are on a freaking mission. They're saying, we don't have Aiden Hutchinson, who is going to be a defensive MVP. Yeah, we miss him, but we're going to play even harder for him. And to me, that defense still looks unstoppable without him. So give me the Lions with a big road win.
Yeah, I think Packers keep it closer than expected, but yeah, give me the Lions as well. Also, we were talking about MVP candidates earlier. I mean, I don't see why Goff wouldn't be in that conversation, man. I mean, the completion percentage, he's throwing darts left and right out there, man. The guy's looking great this year.
Both the running backs are killing it too, Gibbs and Montgomery.
Gibbs with that 70-yard run touchdown for my fantasy team. Thank you, Gibbs.
Mine too, man. Mine too. Yeah, I loved it.
I have him in a league as well.
I have them both in different leagues. I love both of those. I really do love the Lions. I do, man. I'm sorry. I like the Packers too now. I mean, I really do. But this is just a good matchup here. I'm just going to go with the Lions.
Yeah. So that hopefully we're in for another great weekend of the NFL. So hopefully that will transfer over to some college football. So let's go over college football real quick. Chris, solo dolo for Notre Dame. I know me and Brad were a little bit on the hype train for Navy. So shame on us for that. Oregon dominating win for the appearance of the number one team in the country. Oregon having a great win against Illinois. Bama got a recovery win on that one, just destroying the Missouri Tigers, which we all knew they were overrated, and it's finally showing for Missouri. So fuck Missouri. Unfortunately for me,
No.
They were close. They were close though.
So close, dude. I would have been happy.
I was ready
lose
to
this
talk
one.
so much shit to you all, but you know what? Officially anchored down. They went down. Texas with a big win on that one. On
Brett
the
was
road.
already coming up with them puns and shit about how he was going to rub in her face.
Oh, I had like 5 pages. I was ready. But and then we had Texas A&M dominating against LSU for a great home win. And then our standings, Chris went 5-0. Good for you, dude.
Oh, there's your parlay, dude.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, there's your hey, look,
I didn't put 50 on that.
$50. So, but this is our college football standing right now. Chris and I are tied, and Brad with a 5-game lead right now.
I love it.
So it'll only take one bad day from Brad in order for us to catch up. But let's see here. We got interesting picks here for week 10. These are the games that we will officially be picking. And as we all know, I'm the hype guy, so I will pick last for college football while Brad and Chris will go first. And let's go to the SEC because we love the SEC on this channel. 3 SEC games. This one to me is interesting because Auburn got their first SEC win against Kentucky last week. Good for Auburn finally. So will they carry that momentum over and get another good SEC win against a very struggling Vanderbilt team? Or will they recover after that Texas game? So, Brad, I'm going to let you... Actually, Chris, I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah, give me Auburn at home. I mean, Vandy, I want to pick them, but I hope they win. But I think Auburn probably gets the win here.
I too will pick Auburn. The 2 Vanderbilt losses this year were both on the road. So I think that plays a part of it, and I think we start to kind of maybe see the decline of Vanderbilt here.
We need
I don't
a Tennessee fan.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Now I don't. I mean, they gave Texas all they could handle. So I mean, God, is Vanderbilt actually good? Could they actually?
They beat Alabama. Shock the world.
Man.
I think I see Auburn winning this game, and I see them talking mad shit to Bama fans, saying we beat those assholes. Y'all didn't. Give me Auburn.
All right. Well, Vanderbilt let me down last week. So, but I think they'll do the job and they'll lift up that down anchor. So they'll steam ahead to Auburn. So give me a good road win for Vanderbilt.
Hell yeah.
Sticking with them. I like it.
So we got another one. We got Ole Miss, number 19 team in the country, going into the Hog House of Arkansas. So, Brad, who do you got here?
Does Arkansas ever play a fucking road game? Give me Ole Miss, okay? I think those guys are very determined to win out. So I think they win here at Arkansas.
Give me Ole Miss as well.
All right. With me, there's just one chance to do in a situation like this. Oh, pig! Fuck the pigs. Give me Ole Miss.
Can't believe Arkansas beat us, man.
I know. That's why I'm going to always go against Arkansas for the rest of the year if I ever put them on here.
Motherfuckers.
Oh, here, how about an interesting game right here? We got number 10 Texas A&M going into the Cox Zone of South Carolina, playing the Sandstorm. So does Texas A&M continue to be the threat of the SEC, or will South Carolina try to play spoiler? Chris?
Like I said earlier, man, I think A&M's on a roll. They're on the road here, but I don't really fear them going into South Carolina. So give me A&M.
Birdie, this is going to contradict everything I said earlier. Give me South Carolina here. What? I think 7:30 p.m. game at the Gamecockville. Sir Big Spur is out there unofficially.
Cox Zone, please.
The Cox Zone. I think they fucking. Give me South Carolina.
All right. Well, here's the deal. Enter the Sandman for a night game. Extremely hard extremely hard to try to overcome. And plus, like I said, the Cox Zone, I love Cox, but not those kind of Cox. Give me Texas A&M.
Which kind of Cox then?
The the Aggie kind, I guess. Like the Red
Okay.
Rocket.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Aggie Cox. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, we're gonna move on before we get sexually canceled there for misuse of animals.
That's already
Or,
happened,
or,
bro.
what was it, Brad? Bestiality. But we got number 18 Pittsburgh, who is undefeated. Remember that they are undefeated, going on the road against number 20 SMU, a one-loss SMU team, being a very surprised team in the ACC. This is a very, very important ACC showdown to implications of the ACC championship. So let's see here, Brad. It is your turn. So who do you got?
I think I'll take Pitt here. I just feel like they're going to pull it out, man.
Chris?
Give me Pitt as well. I don't really feel any sort of home field advantage for SMU. So give me Pitt.
Okay, and I used to be a big Pittsburgh fan, especially the days of Larry Fitzgerald and LeSean McCoy and James Conner. I was a lot of good players come out of Pittsburgh, but man, SMU, they've waited all this time after their sanction from their program for all their shenanigans. I think they're finally starting to build something right at SMU, and I'm going to reward them for that. So actually, give me the oddball here. Give me SMU.
Ooh.
And plus, I just need some points at this point. So I need to try to get some W's. But man, you know how I talk about the three-way tie for the Big Ten? It's all going to come down to our main event pick. Number 4, Ohio State on the road yet again against a top 5 team at number 3, Penn State. And unfortunately, this is a noon kickoff game, and I hate that.
That's
The
fucking
Big
stupid.
Ten decides to do the best game of the week of at noon. This deserves an 8 o'clock massive atmosphere game. So it's a shame on that. So Chris, we will go with you. Who do you got in this very important matchup in the Big Ten?
Man, this is a toughie. I think give me Ohio State.
All righty. Brad,
Something-
who you?
Something's got to give here. Penn State never beats Ohio State, but Jeff Day or John Day or Daniel Day,
Ryan
Lewis-
Day.
Ryan Day
Go!
never fucking beats a top 5 team. Okay, so what's going to give here this week? I don't think it's going to be Ohio State. Give me Ohio State. I think I'm going to put my money on that.
All righty. So it's going to come down to me. All right. I was right with picking Oregon over Ohio State, so I got credit there. So part of me should say I should go with the Buckeyes. Recently, a lot of people are having just not having a lot of faith in Ohio State, asking those questions. Is Day the right guy for Ohio State? Can they win the big one? While Penn State, on the other hand, big home game for them. I know the fans are going to get wild and crazy. They're undefeated, but this is their first true test to really determine if they're indeed a national championship caliber football team. So it was hard to me to make this decision. So I had to phone a friend. Okay. And he told me one thing: which of these teams have hose? And I actually got his response about that. So I need my boy Mark. Come on out, dude.
I got hoes calling.
Thank you, Mark. You make this decision easy. Give me them hoes. Give me Penn State, baby. Let's fucking go.
Oh my God. Oh. I'm going to
Yeah,
have that
one
stuck in
more
my
time.
head all.
I got hoes calling.
Oh man, I had to, man. I can't let my boy Mark down, man. He's having he's had a last great week. So again, let's get him to WrestleMania. Let's get Penn State a fucking win in honor of Mark right there.
Hell yeah, dude. I love it, man. Give me Mark. I like the match. I mean, I think either way. Oh, I can't wait for the game. That's a fun noon game Saturday, man.
Oh yeah, especially when we're waiting for that Night Zone game with the Falls at 7:45 too. So that'll just be a good warm up, and then we can take that afternoon to nap after eating some freaking Wingstop. I just have a feeling it's a Wingstop weekend.
It's not a bad idea. I'm not opposed
Not
to
at
that.
all.
Especially that buffalo sauce. Ooh. Anyways, I'm instead of just thinking about food and being a creep on here. Do y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about? I know we went way longer, but that was a ton to talk about with the NFL. So, do y'all have anything else before we close out?
No, next week, halfway to the NFL season, we're gonna have a lot to talk about there. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about our halfway point team of the year, MVP, best defensive player. Like rookies, we'll cover all of that next week for the halfway point in the NFL. Chris, did you have anything else?
No, man, I'm good.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take it on. Actually, you know what, Brad? Take it home for us.
Let's get out of here. Go Vols, beat those Kentucky Wildcats.
And bring home that barrel, have a happy Halloween. And just for good measure, because it wouldn't be right with Beers with the Bros, Mark, close us out.
Okay.
I go home.